Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and I wanted to tell all of you how much fun we had in Texas. It was a blast. We could not have had more fun if we had had 1,000,000 people there. Thank you so much for coming out and taking our classes. We really appreciate that. Hope you all took something away with you. I know we did. Alright, as promised, I'm going to show you how to make the little project that we did in the Make It Go Round. This is a very cute little project, and it doesn't take very much at all to make, so we're going to make that. You're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 7.5 by 5, and I've already got it scored, but I'm going to lay it up on my scoreboard, because these are some of the kits that were left. So let's lay this up here. On the long side, you're going to score at 1 1/2, at 2 1/2, at 4 1/2, and at 5 1/2. That's the scoring that you're going to do on this. So while we got our scoreboard up here, we'll go ahead and score these. These are the little pockets. These are cut at 7 by 3. And you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on 3 sides. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. You're going to score on both the short sides and then one long side. So leave one long side that doesn't have any scoring on it. So that's what you're going to do on those. Now we can put our scoreboard away. And on the end that has the 1 1/2 inch score line right here, 1 1/2 inch, you're going to round those corners. So we've done that. Now let's do some folding and burnishing. And I have no idea, some of my stuff is still packed away, so I have no idea where my phone folder is. So we're just going to do this with our hand. We've been trying to get back and get orders out the door, so we've not had time to unpack everything, all the little things. So just pre-fold on those score lines, give them a little burnish. You can do that on all of the pieces. Okay, now on these pieces right here where you have those 4 little blocks right there, you're going to cut those 4 little blocks away. You don't need those. And believe it or not, everybody who took this at the Make It Go Round put this together in 15 minutes or less. So it is not a hard project, but they're very cute for little Easter presents and things like that. So cut those away and then do the same thing on the other piece. Okay. All those cut away. Now I'm going to use some score tape just to make it a little bit quicker. You can use whatever you would like. What you're going to do is you're going to bring these up and you're going to put those together right there, those two together to make that little corner. So I'm just going to put a little bit of score tape on these ends for right now. And you just want to put it on that first box down to that first score line. I did find my pokey tool though. I thought thought I'd lost it, but I did find it. Which it's not like I don't have a million more over there, but love this thing. Okay, then you need to just bring those corners up and put them together just as close and accurately as you can. Now, if you wanted to leave, and I'll tell you this, we didn't because it would have just been more confusing to try to tell everybody. But if you want to leave one of these little boxes that you cut off, if you want to leave that and tuck it back up under here so that you won't have any chance of a little gap, you can. But you see, there's not much of a gap there at all anyway, so I didn't worry about it. And it would have just been harder in 15 minutes for everybody to get that done. So we just did it. We just cut them all off. All 4 of the little boxes. Okay. Just bring it up. Match those up and then squish it down. See? Same way. There's your little boxes. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start at the bottom, away from where you rounded those corners, and you're going to put this first one right down at the bottom. And I'm going to use art glitter glue just because it'll give me a little bit of wiggle room there, a little bit of time to get it right. But you can use score tape if you want. So bring it down right to the bottom, match it up to the bottom, and then on these you want to just make sure that they're even with the side, you know, that they're not hanging over any. So you may have to kind of push them in just a little bit and hold them there a second just until it dries. And if you had a score tool, you could put it in here and press that down. Since I can't find mine, we're going to do this. Okay, so there we go. We've got it down at the bottom, and then we have it matched up to the sides. And then you're going to take your other one, put glue on the little flaps in the back, and there's 2 score lines right here, one right there and one right there. You're going to put it right between those score lines. So the very next score line up from this box, that's where you're going to put the bottom of this one. Just like that. And then again, just make sure that these little sides are pushed in. And then just put your bone folder in there and press those down. Okay, now we're ready for our mats. These mats are cut at 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. And we're going to put one here, and then one on the front, and we'll show you that in just a second. Now these papers that we used are some older papers that we had. So nothing new. I had a lot of people ask me what the different papers were. We had, a lot of our kits were different. These are some older papers. They're not new. They're not from the new collections. I just used what I had in my stash to do these. So put your mats right there. And then you see that's going to fold up just like that. Your other mat's going to go right here. Make sure I got it the right way up. Oops. Yeah, that'll be right. I thought I was putting it on upside down, but I'm not. Okay. So there's your other mat. And see, it folds up like that. And then this folds over. And we gave everybody these little Velcro pieces. You can use magnets if you want. If you're making a lot of these and you want them to really be nice, you can use magnets and then cover them. These worked great, so we just used these. So put that on there, get it evened up, then press that down. And then just be careful when you pull it apart the first time, like I didn't. There we go. Those things are really sticky. And then just press it down. Put my finger in there and press it down really well. Alright, and now at the convention, we gave everybody, I think, the same color to go on here. And just the reason that we did is because it just made it easier for the person to put them together. I had a lady that cut these for me, so it just made it easier for the person who was putting these together to keep from having to try to match up to these. And I told everybody, when you get home and you have this on there, just take your black pen and trace around that, and that'll make that pop. But on this one, we're going to put this on here just so that you can kind of see how they look with a different color. So we just chose a color that kind of matches here. We're going to put that on there. This is cut from our die, the Spellbinders die that had Thanks, Create, and oh, it had one other word on there. I'll think of it in a minute. But I don't know if we still have any of these left. I'll check. But I will put that link below. This is a good size die. So then you just kind of center it up, put it on here. And don't worry if your art glitter glue goes a little bit outside, it will dry clear, so it's not going to matter. It doesn't leave a shiny spot. So that is what we made at the Make It Go Round in Fort Worth, Texas last week. Like I said, we had close to, I think we had 100 signed up, but we would have tables of 10 people, and we would give 10 kits out, and they'd have 15 minutes to complete it. Now, we had an absolute ball. Everybody at the tables completed this in 15 minutes or less. I think everybody who came out had a ball. I know that we did. We can't wait for the next one. Alright, so that is your complete instructions. I will have all of these measurements and everything over on my blog. That link will be directly below. Just click on the one that says blog link, and it'll take you right over there, and it'll have all of these measurements written down if you'd rather have some written instructions. Alright guys, that's it on this. I will also link all of the videos to the projects that we made in our classes there. I have all of those up. I'll link all of those below as well. And we will talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.